You know, that's what I want to know. Why is it that DC bill is with $90, right, with the hospital bill, right, and everybody else bill is higher than that? And Maryland didn't send me a bill at all. They didn't send me a bill at all. Um, I think something wrong with that because then I have a hospital bill for $600. So like, then I'm just feeling like because I'm paying DC $90 for a hospital bill, right? And they just send me extra papers to fill out. But with Virginia, the same unit of people um, contact me from Virginia, and they're gonna deny me. But I know DC gonna do something totally different because then the world is basically based upon DC when it comes to the law. So if DC feel a kind of way about Virginia denying me, DC gonna do something about it. They are. Um, but I just like want to understand because Maryland, DC, and Virginia, they're like the three states that are just basically like it's like when you open up a sheet of paper when you get it when you open up your mail and you open up a sheet of paper how it folds. They're like three in one. Um, they're like a three in one state. Any other state had like other states have specialty things. Um, this I guess specialty. They're specialty states. So this state gonna have this, and that state gonna have that. Some states ain't got all of that. Okay, and like I'm just trying to stay on top of myself. You know, with the things which I have to do. When it comes to like I said, the he, the she, and the they said when you go into a hospital. Okay, because I don't know. That's the neurology doctor, and I don't know. Okay. Um, I really don't. I really don't know. Okay, and because this accident didn't, like when you get in an accident, you go to the hospital. Okay, the hospital part didn't take place. So basically, I went to therapy. And when I went to therapy, throughout going to therapy, it was the worst pain ever to lift my leg. It was just too much. It hurt so bad. Um, that's the orthopedic doctor. Now, seizures and things along the lines of that. Okay, I know about the seizure thing. So we had to go and take some tests. I never got the results back from the tests. Okay, to know what is my next steps with this situation. But the pain that I felt, I had to go back to the orthopedic doctor. Okay, so then the neurology doctor and the orthopedic doctor, these are two different types of doctors. Okay, so the orthopedic doctor is like your knee, your whole leg, basically my side and my whole leg. Okay. Um, so then there's the pain management doctor that goes alongside of the Dr. Mary Codwell. Um, the neurology doctor, they have their own line of doctors. It's like similar to what the orthopedic people do. They're just called something else. Okay. Um, am I feeling better from the steroid shot? I am. It takes a while for it to actually penetrate into your system and so that you can rotate your leg to walk. The pain meds, I am taking the pain meds. The this time I got 50 pills, but I still have 10 pills left. Because then you with certain pills, there are certain pharmacies that take their clients very seriously and want to make sure that they're okay. So when I am at my worst pain, I'm in a wheelchair. I have to have the seat from the wheelchair in order to sit somewhere comfortably. Okay, because it's like if you take you a little square pillow and you sit, I would have to, like, one side of my, in order for me to sit comfortably, I have to have the pillow underneath my right leg in order to sit and be comfortable. Okay, that's when I'm in indeed pain. Um, when it comes to the neurology doctor, like I said, with the he say, she say, they said. Okay, these are all of the doctors for Bon Secours and VCU, and what they have come up with together as a whole. Okay, and when you go to the hospital, they'll be like, she said, he said, they said. So, but then there are other doctors, they can say whatever it is that they want to say. Okay, when you just meeting somebody, you can't go off of she said, he said, they said. Okay, you have to go. You have to take measures into this type of exam, or that type of a exam, in order for you to know what the person is going through or what is wrong with them while they standing on Earth. Okay, so we're not standing on Mars, we're standing on Earth. Okay, so because of that, when we're standing on Earth, we can't stand on the moon because that's dangerous. Okay, because we're standing on Earth, every person's body goes through something different. Okay, and when you go through these different things, there is a doctor for these different things. Okay, your doctor can decide whether you need surgery. Your doctor can decide if you need some type of therapy. Okay, they have scans and stuff, x-rays and stuff to figure all of these types of things out. Okay, so sample, when going to the orthopedic doctor, they took x-rays to see whether anything was broken. There is nothing broken. Everything is bruised up. Okay, so it's just like when you walking down the street and the sidewalk ain't straight and you tripped up and you fell. Okay, you bruise your knee, you might be bleeding, and you need some peroxide or some alcohol to put on your knee. That is what they saying happened when the young men slid into me, and then I started to slide across the floor. They're saying that this is called a bruise. Okay? Now I want to make sure we have that perfectly clear. I am not deaf, but I was learning how to do sign language with YouTube. Okay? And I went into the Richmond Coliseum doing sign language. I wasn't doing nothing at first, but then the second set of people got on the stage and I started doing sign language. So, and I was doing it with YouTube. Okay? So, from them sliding into me and I'm sliding across the floor, I am bruised on my right side, my hip, my side, my butt, and my leg. Okay? So, then I take a nerve pain with a depression pill. It's like a depression pill and a nerve pain pill mixed together, and it's one pill. And I take that. Okay? So, Then we have the OBGYN that we all need to go see. Okay? And with my situation with that is I have my tubes tied. So should I do a IVF or should I do a get my tubes untied when my money comes? And this is what I'm deciding on with my money. Okay, should I be doing when I'm doing my consulting? Okay. And I'm learning about the health insurance cards and how everything works. Like, I'm not supposed to use my health insurance cards for my accident, meaning that the state is going to award me my money from my accident. Yeah, I probably still with certain things, and with all things, when you go to the doctor, you may have a bill because your insurance doesn't cover the whole thing. Okay, so they cover enough of it where you're not paying $800, but you may have to still pay $50, or you may still have to pay $100, depending on what it is that they cover. Okay, so then so when we're doing the so basically United Health and Virginia Premier, depending on during that time is November the 10th 2018. So they're gonna take all the orthopedic stuff to the state, and then I will be awarded my money, and it's going to be ongoing money throughout my life. Okay, because then basically what I want you to understand is that you think like you can just give me a lump sum of money, but then for 3 to 6 months I am not in pain, but then for 3 to 6 months I'm in the worst pain of my life. So then these are things that the insurance companies will help me with. Okay, so then when it comes to the he said, she said, they said, and doctors have to be very careful with the he say, she say, they said. Okay, because then when the client comes in and they prove you wrong of your he said, she said, they said, then doctors can find themselves in trouble. Okay, so with these types of appointments, these is I feel like maybe they're like the learning and disability type. Your learning skills, okay, what you can pick up on, what you can't pick up on. Why is your brain? They can even do scans of your brain. Is she going back into like I don't went back into my childhood? You know what I'm saying? So with somebody looking at my brain, what they looking at when they look at my brain? Okay, so like I remember stuff when I'm 4 years old when my grandma was talking to Power 92.1 and she won't own no phone. You understand what I'm saying? Won't no cell phone. I don't know how the hell he was talking, quite frankly. I think that the house, like, it's not like a normal house. I just feel like that the house in which I grew up in is not like a normal house because there are wires coming out of where it's like the mailbox, and then it's like wires that has been cut in the front of the house. Don't know. In the bricks, not like the doorbell. You feel what I'm saying? Now where Alexia is on your door, where you can see outside or whatever, the people outside with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like there were wires right there. So what I did was, when I talked to Mr. Davidson, I was talking to him about the wires that I see on the outside of my grandmother's house. Okay, this is what I feel like this was. Okay, I'm writing a book that is a very high-tech book, but then it's a cookbook. I think it's really, really cute. and I'm almost finished it. And so by Monday, I should have given the publishing people that's in Pennsylvania my book. Now, don't know what they're going to say when they review it. I hope they really like it because I've been writing books for a very long time. Okay? And Google have all my books. I just write books and books and books. Like my imagination can go so far. You know what I'm saying? But then I have to come back to realize that I am standing on earth. I am not in this whatever other fantasy world that the book then took me in when you write books. Okay? And so like I done went back into when I was 4 years old. I can remember this. So when I was 6 years old, I could remember this. Okay, I'm 39 years old. I don't know too many people that can actually remember in depth details of, when they was a child. You know what I'm saying? Like on a normal, I could just tell you that my sister's 5 years older than I am, and we didn't spend much time together. I had an opportunity to spend time with her, but I wanted to spend time with her with my kids. Not having my kids in Virginia and me and my sister is in Maryland. You understand what I'm saying? But then my sister can take one child, but then you can't take me and my son. So then I can't do anything with you. There is nothing there for me because you can't seem to comprehend what it is that I'm saying, you know? So there are just things in which people put you through, okay? And it's how do you overcome these things, okay? Remember that, all right? When you're a person that writes books, you still got to come back out of your fantasy world, okay? But I'm going to teach you, when my Bible get here, because I ordered a Bible from Walmart, I'm going to teach you exactly how to write your own book, okay? Using the Holy Bible, okay? And there are techniques and stuff. So it's not as simple as you think, okay? There are certain techniques with each book. There are some that are very advanced, too. And you have to know what you're doing, all right? God bless you.